everyone, welcome back to another edition of my natural nail journey. So these are looking kind of raggedy. I do not like the way that these nails look. I haven't liked the way they look since I put this on here. So but as you can see, I posted my video of Azure Beauty dip powders back on March 15th. And it's now April 23rd, and these are still hanging in there. But they're also encapsulated in some clear poly gel because I did a little fill when I mentioned going to the Taco and Margarita Festival in March. So I have not touched these nails since March 25th. And the reason why I had to put white underneath these nails is because of the Azure Beauty. And they're starting to like chip on the edges, and not the product itself, but just the nails in general from normal wear and tear and all of that good stuff. So I thought now would be a good time to use my TEMU products to do my natural nails. This hand is also pretty tore up. I did use Peel Off Base Coat. I believe I mentioned in my previous video where yeah. When I did the St. Patty's Day nails, you can see I still have clear poly gel on from that. This iMethod Beauty clear poly gel like is just doesn't want to come off. And for these, I'm probably just going to do some shorties. Like I'll do the Gel X method with some shorties so that they can grow out, but they're not extremely long. So one thing I will say is that with my nails naturally growing out, it has been easier to get used to the length or stay used to it because they literally just grow and you don't even realize it how long they've actually gotten. And with this color on my nails, it makes them look like really stubby and short, and I'm just really not feeling it anymore. And I also wanted to use some of the products that I got. So you can see my thumb, it literally grows the fastest. Like you can see the growth underneath. Like, look how far it has grown out since I've done my St. Patty's Day nails, which was also back in March. Like, it's just crazy to me how quick that they grow out. So in today's video, I am going to leave the removal process in because I am going to soak off all of this stuff. And I want to be very gentle doing it because I don't want to break my natural nails, which are really brittle. I also wanted to show you, like, look how long my hyponychium is underneath my nail. Like, that's like my natural skin, like underneath my nails. Like, that is so crazy. I have never grown my nails out this long. Like, they have never been this long. It's literally like a world record for me. And so yeah, I just thought it was very interesting to see how far that actually does grow out for me. And my cuticles are still looking pretty nice. Actually, I've been oiling them up on a more regular and consistent basis and making sure I use lotion. My hands are a little dry right now, so if they look weird or not the same, that would be why. So let's go ahead and get into removing these nails. And so for me personally, I prefer to use ceramic bits. This is my favorite. It is a coarse. The green resembles a coarse bit. And this is just my favorite. To take down my nails, I usually use I go about to anywhere between 12 to 15 RPMs, and this really gets the job done. It's also a little like safety bit at the end. That's why I really like these tornado bits, because they have that bit at the end to where you're not going to like cut your skin using them. It's not extra coarse or anything, so I'm not afraid to use it, or, you know, I'm not afraid to turn the speed up and, you know, remove the product as quickly as I need to. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So after filing down this nail, I just kind of wanted to mention that underneath the dip powder is also more polygel from previous sets that I have done, but it's a really light color or a nude color. So yeah, just you can tell the difference. Look at how much more slender my nail looks. I also want to get down to my natural nails because they're not it's not the same as filing like a nail tip or the plastic nails where you can just, you know, yeah, like file it down, remove the little bit of plastic underneath and go about your business. It is a little bit more involved, and like I mentioned, I just want to be really careful because you can see how this kind of looks like a hook underneath my nail on this side. Yeah, not feeling that. That keeps getting stuck in my hair, so I just want to make sure that everything is really even and looking good. So that way when I go to apply polygel again, you could see that I'm not filing my natural nail. I'm not doing any of that. I don't want to touch that part at all yet, but I am making a little bit of mess. Normally I file over a trash can. Since I don't have a dust collector, I will file over a trash can to make sure that it collects all these little bits, but right now I am just covered. But I do want to show you, I think filing products and watching people file down products is so satisfying. So I'm going to keep going on my desk here, and then I will be back to explain some more things. Now I will probably do a voiceover from here on out. Just because that's what I'm most comfortable with, and if I forget to mention something, I can correct it or delete that part of my voiceover and do it again, whatever the case may be. But yeah, so really loving the shape of these. I love coffin shape, and so that's why I've started like tapering my nails in, because the longer they get, the easier it's going to be to do coffin. And yeah, I guess I will see you when we get to the nail design. So I had to go get a mask while I was filing, and look at that. Like, I already bent my nail and it broke. Like, this is why I have to be super careful with my natural nails. So this already split down the middle. I'm not going to touch this nail anymore until I soak it off, because soaking my nails off is just going to make them more brittle, and I definitely don't want them breaking at this moment because I've worked really hard to get them this long. So just bear with me throughout this process. Okay, so I made a complete mess, and I do have my mask on, so yeah. Oh, I forgot to do my thumbnail, so let's go ahead and get that. Now, my thumbnail, I normally do, I do file my thumbnail shorter than the rest of my nails because just life, it's easier to operate that way, so let's go ahead and do that, and then I will come back and get these started soaking. Now that everything is filed down, we are ready to go ahead and start soaking. These are literally getting to a length where I'm probably not going to be able to use my soaking bowl for much longer. I'll just have to use the method where I use a lint-free wipe with some aluminum foil and the clips on my nails. But I typically don't like to soak my nails that often, but in this case, I just need to get all that excess product off. I planned on doing my nails a lot sooner than this, so I didn't expect them to be this long, but I am happy that they're this long. So let's go ahead and get soaking. I'm probably going to soak these for about 20 minutes, or yeah, probably about 20 minutes, because you can see I got a lot of stuff to get off, and I just have to be very, very gentle, and I'll be back when I start scraping the product off, because I think that is very satisfying as well. So I'll see you in a minute. Also, I wanted to mention I'm not going to soak my thumb because I want that product to stay on there. I am going to be doing more polygel, but you can see like my thumbnail is more round, but I want it to be more of like square slash, I don't know what you want to call it, coffin shape, just to be consistent with the rest of my nails. So yeah, I'm not going to be soaking this clear off of my nails, which is okay. It doesn't bother me. It still gives it that strength. And it's also clear, so I know when I'm filing down the polygel that I'm going to put over it, then I know I still have something protecting my natural nails. So yeah, I'll be back here in a minute. Okay, so to pass the time, I just watched a couple of YouTube videos, and I want to show you what the Azure Beauty looked like when it soaked off as part of this process, which is why I included this part. And also, I do have warm water in these bowls. Like, these are some of my favorite soak-off bowls. The acetone doesn't burn or get super hot or anything, but the warm water does help dissolve the product a lot faster. And look at this. So that Azure Beauty 100% soaked off of my natural nail without any problems. And all that's left on it is some base coat that I just need to take off and a little bit of polygel. If all the polygel doesn't come off, I'm never too upset about that. I don't mind leaving a little bit of polygel on there, and you can see it's right at the end. And it's just not coming off, but I don't want to file that because I don't want this part of my nail to break. So I am, you could see like kind of where it folded when I bent my nails. So yeah, I'm just going to scrape off as much as I can without bending my nail. I'm just going to kind of pull up instead of scrape down. I'm going to kind of scrape up at an angle. Whatever comes off, comes off. Polygel loves my fingers. For some reason, but yeah, I can't get that excess polygel off. But let's go ahead and take a look at the middle finger. Like, same thing, the base coat is just coming right off, and all of the polygel is at the end. Look at that. Like, that Azure Beauty, like I mentioned, just literally like soaked, just disintegrated in acetone. So I highly recommend using their dip powders. If you like dip powder, their products are so beautiful, and they have a lot of options to choose from. So highly recommend. Those spring colors were just absolutely vibrant and beautiful. I really enjoyed them. So yeah, if I feel like I probably won't get all of this polygel off, to be honest. You can also tell, like, I soak my nails a certain way, so this nail kind of looks bent, like under, look at that, because they're too long, and then they got soft, and now it's all freaking weird, and I don't know how I'm going to fix that with polygel, because it's bent in now. Great. I might have to put like a nail form under my nail or something to get it to retain its shape or stop like soaking it off, because look at that. It's all bent in on that one side. Look how much it curled on this acetone. That is so crazy. Like, look at that curve. Oh no. Oh no, what am I gonna do? Crap. Not cool. You live and you learn, man. You live and you learn. Pinky did the same thing. Instead of my nails soaking straight up and down, look how much that curved. Oh my god. That's crazy. And it's breaking. Great. I'm just going to clip this one off. I'm going to let my pinky rejuvenate itself, but we're going to figure something out for this nail because I can't. This was my favorite nail too. And there's no way to properly file them You know, like to get that shape that you want because they're so curled. Fudge. Well, I learned my lesson on that too, I guess. Soaking my natural nails makes them curl. That's just wonderful. Yeah, if it's not straight up and down, they definitely take shape of whatever you're soaking them in. So I'm going to have to figure out something to push them out, whether it's like a nail form or this is just going to get clipped. Let's just clip this one off right now while I'm looking at it. So that warm water and acetone worked a little bit too well. Y'all, I can't find my regular tweezers or clippers. I don't know where they went, but I'm just going to snip this off. This makes me sad. I just have to like clip underneath here. But then it looks weird, you know, like I might just have to, I've kind of lost hope on my natural nail journey. I might just have to trim them off and do some nail tips. I don't want to do it. Well, it's a minor setback. I might leave these two. I don't know. They just don't look right anymore, so I'm going to have to clip them all off. Because they're too, yeah. Darn it. They're too curved now. All right, well, I'm so sad, y'all. I'm so sad. Remember, I have that really long hyponychium under here, so I'm going to cut my skin under there. This one's hard to cut. This one's pretty tough. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just trim them all down now. Wow. This is all part of the process. I mean, I'm a little sad. I'm a little disappointed because I've really enjoyed my natural nails growing out. It just literally feels more natural. It feels good on my hand. It's not, the product doesn't feel heavy on it or anything like that. So right now I'm just clipping through that poly gel. Darn. Well, I did learn a few things through this process, so we'll just go ahead and keep trimming, and then we'll just get back to our natural. I am going to keep trying, right? Like I just don't like to give up that easy. I'm going to let them grow out. But I am going to have to use nail tips in the meantime, which is okay because you guys, I have like an insane amount of nail tips, both full cover for the press-ons that I do and half cover. So let's go ahead and get these into shape, and then I will be right back. Gosh, I'm devastated. I'm devastated that I had to cut them off. Like, but it's good. We got all the product off. We're just starting over and using nail tips. So I'll be back.